Everyone can see members have been coming in and out of committee, eagerly trying to time their opportunity to pose questions to our witnesses. Recognize Senator Kelly if he's ready, or if he needs a minute.
Ready to go.
Senator Kelly.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And thank you to our witnesses for being here today. And Mr. Chairman, and thank you for holding this hearing on this important topic. You know, certainly for Arizona, in California and the West, you know, we are facing serious challenges with drought and climate change, and our access to renewable or reliable supplies of water and water affordability is directly related to these challenges. And as sources of water become more scarce, the price is clearly going to go up. For example, I live in Tucson, Arizona, where the average water bill increased by 118% between 2010 and 2018. In some cases, these increasing water rates can drive more conservation. I've been told it's the one thing that actually works well. But increasing water bills also have a significant impact on households who are living paycheck to paycheck. Folks are really struggling with this. So, Ms. Menard, I understand that your community has faced water supply challenges due to drought. How does the city of Santa Cruz balance the challenges of needing to increase rates as water supply costs increase with the need to ensure that water remains affordable to your residents?
Thank you for that question, Senator Kelly. I think the really important thing that we've done in Santa Cruz is acknowledge once we initiated our major capital reinvestment cycle, including sort of the infrastructure side as well as the supply side, that we were potentially going to be negatively impacting some of our folks in our community, or at least able to pay. And so one of the things that we've done is we have really studied that problem and gone into detail to try to understand not just, you know, what's occurring, but what will occur as we continue to make these really necessary reinvestments in systems and facilities and supply. I think another thing we've done is we've recently completed an advanced metering infrastructure implementation in our community that has allowed us to help people, particularly focused on low-income customers, look at and be notified immediately when they start having a leak so that we can assist them with getting that leak repaired. We've redirected our conservation programs. Santa Cruz has a very strong ethic for water conservation, and our customers' indoor and outdoor use, it averages about 44 gallons per person per day, which is probably the lowest or near the lowest in the state and maybe lots of other places. But one of the results of that is that we have been able to redirect some of our resources internally to supporting this advanced metering infrastructure initiative to communicate to customers immediately when a leak is occurring so that they can get that fixed. We're looking at opportunities to support helping people get those leaks fixed and dealing with the fact that in rentals, for example, if the tenant is responsible for the bill, that and then it's not incentivized for the owner to actually pay to fix the leaks. We've been working on some ways to deal with that as well.
I recently added one of those to the water meter in my house that'll detect and give you a lot of data on water usage. So thank you. And Mr. Jones, one way that we can address rising rates for those who have difficulty making ends meet is through some federal water assistance programs, and that's why I supported the creation of a water assistance pilot program for rural and low-income communities in the bipartisan infrastructure law. So my remaining time here, Mr. Jones, can you speak to how water affordability assistance programs can help to ensure increasing water rates do not push families into poverty or cause them to lose access to drinking water?
Yeah, I think the situation we have right now, and thank you for that, in California and across the country is that with water rates ever increasing, that folks are continuing to face shutoffs and losing access to water entirely without assistance. And all we have so far established on the federal level is the Low-Income Household Water Assistance Program, LIWAP, which is addressing debt and only addressing debt, at least in California, one time. And that could be a big challenge because if you want to, going through the journey of what it takes for a customer, a family, to go through the process of having to choose between paying their water bill to avoid shutoff, or maybe not paying rent, or not paying for as much food. That is